Well, hello there, guys. We're going to be playing a little bit more of Dune, Spice Wars. I've got some ideas, but first things first, I actually want to start with an entirely new faction. We've got, of course, House Atreides, the Smugglers, and the Fremen. The whole thing about the Fremen is that they are kind of like the native people of Arrakis. So I hope, or I wonder, for instance, if maybe, we get some rejuvenation of the desert or something like that, like we get to build forests. I'm just guessing. Again, that's just what I'm suspecting that they will be able to do. We'll have to wait and see, though. Give me one sec while I drop this off on our Discord. Hold on. And if you're watching this now, just jump forward about a minute. Alright, guys, so I want to try out the Fremen. I really want to see how they fight. We've, of course, tried out the amazing Harkonnens. They're pretty incredible, kind of the evil faction. Fremen are the only people native to Arrakis and will do anything to protect their way against Offworlders. While their leader, Liet Kynes, doesn't originally come from Dune, she is every bit as determined and attached to the planet as the next Fremen. Alright. I like the authority production per exploited spice field, although this is considered a hard character to start with. Mother Ramallo, we start with the Shalhulud Temple and reveals the position of all spice fields. That's absolutely awesome. Also an increase to unit speed. Let's go for the basic start here and see how the Fremen play. Time for us to go and investigate the surrounding area.
As fast as I can.
And that's right, I already see the spice field right there. So we've got warriors, we've got skirmishers. Interesting. Demolition squad specialized in destroying enemy vehicles. And the Fremen warriors are adept at maintaining high efficiency in the harsh, arid environment of Arrakis. I think we should get some warriors right now.
All clear.
We've got the spice field uncovered. Let's get the ornithopter back over here and try to see what's going on under the desert.
On our way.
We are playing with the people native of Arrakis, the Fremen. Starting here at Slech Tabir. It's just a massive mountain in the middle of the planet.
We're listening. I wait.
We are going to investigate the crash, but what do we need? We need to assign an agent. We don't currently have agents. We're just beginning. Gotta unlock a town and try to conquer it. In the name of the people of Arrakis, of course. We're not trying to complicate anybody's life here. There we go. Adbat. I'm also going to go north just to see kind of what we have north of us, but we're going to have to go to Adbat and take it over. 2 units there. I'm not sure 2's going to be enough to take it on, but I'm kind of tempted to try. Ooh, the skirmishers are interesting. Kind of have like sort of predator technology there. I like that. Huh. I'm thinking we should probably grab one more group. Yeah, just to be safe, we're going to grab some more warriors. And in the meantime, we will be inspecting the desert here. I do want to take that town because I want to get in control of the spice production here. Let the Fremen rule. In fact, maybe we can already begin the attack. Being a little sneaky here. I'm gonna give it a try. Let's go for it.
They don't belong here.
For Freeman kind. You can do it, brothers and sisters. We've got some more troops on the way as well. We're liberating this village. We are not playing as the Harkonnens this time. We are kind of the good guys, although it's a bit of a gray zone.
Yes. As fast as I can.
One group down. Raiders are being defeated. Let's get our next group of troopers in there. Definitely not as strong as the Harkonnen warriors. Like, when we play as Harkonnens, we kill these guys instantly. But it looks like we might even lose a group if we're not careful. There we go. Take the town of Adbat. And we do need to also get some water purifiers out here. Our recruitment is also not perfect, to be totally honest. Alright, we're going to choose this reward once we get agents. We're still currently trying to unlock the council and the espionage tree. Once we take over this town, I believe that's exactly what happens. Also, this unit gets to heal up a bit. Where is our ornithopter?
What do you need?
Oh, never mind.
Agreed.
So first things first. And I think that's gonna... I mean, the wind trap is important, don't get me wrong, but the spice collector, I mean, that's everything to us. The spice must flow. Also get some militia here for these guys. Let's get them some ranged. And as soon as she is done healing up, then I'll move on to other locations, specifically that one, Ananim, and we'll take it. Unless, of course, there's more stuff over here. I see more spice over here. One really cool thing as the Freeman faction is you can see all locations of spice, basically, on the map. We are natives to the planet, I should say. So, you know, not a big challenge for us.
Liet? Yes, Liet. We're going.
There we go. Developmental research. Okay. I'm going to start with composite materials.
They don't belong here.
For the Freeman.
We'll take them by surprise.
We're going to have to go for a military building. I rarely start with military buildings, but I don't think we have a choice here. Also getting some fire support from home, which is tremendous. Let's see. We also need a water collector. A bunch of things we need. The Freemen are not as numerous as the wily Harkonnens. Alright, let's take it. And as soon as possible, I'm going to get a water station down here. That will get the spice production started. And we'll get the wind trap right there. Just keeping our folks alive. I think the first building here at Ananim is going to have to be a military building. A recruitment building to bring in people from all of these desert regions to help us out in fighting the Harkonnens and anybody that wants to come to Arrakis and try and take it for themselves. So let's see here. +4 manpower production. Yes, sir. While that's going on, we'll keep an eye here where the ornithopter, and we might as well just take Hiram right there. Although I think we need to wait for the water production facility to finish, just so that we have consistent water coming in. In the meantime, let's get some defenders here. Some standard militia down here at Adbat, one of our most important cities because of the spice production. I'm going to try to get additional defenders as well. Resource deficit. Yeah, that's why we desperately need to get that building up. What's up, Scab Biloxi? Back to the spice mines. That's right. And I'm not sure if you were the one that asked, but somebody asked saying they wanted to see the Freeman. The Fremen. They're actually Fremen. And we're playing as them. Manpower's not great, but will to fight and a bunch of other things. Speed is quite high. And also they have the locations of all the spice fields on the map, as you can see. We know where all the spice fields are.
What does Liet command?
Like, what's the safest way over there? We're going to have to take a look over here. Let me get that ornithopter.
I wait. As fast as I can.
Go to the south and see what's going on.
We're ready to hunt the invaders.
They are desperate to kill invaders. That's for sure. And as you can see, spice production is underway. So the Fremen are different. You know, a lot of the other factions, they use vehicles. It seems the Fremen just pretty much put a tent over, use a harvesting team. Since they're native to the land, they must know something that other people don't. Maybe it's just a much quieter way to harvest spice. All right, Arrakis secrets. I like this. But I think we have to go for the basics first. Let's focus on the intelligence network. We need to build our intelligence network. We're not as good at intel as the Harkonnens or even the Atreides. Where's that ornithopter? All right, nice. And I'm going to give him some ranged militia. We actually do need more plascrete, and there is a plascrete mine right there. So I'm going to build a processing facility to start harvesting it.
We will help if we can.
Hope there's a town here. Because again, to get to the spice, we can't just walk across the desert. We'll be dead by the time we get to the other side. We need to kind of leapfrog it. There we go, by the way, our first agent. And we are in desperate need of money, so I'm actually going to send him to Chom. Sort of the IRS of this world. A raid detected. And we did just buy some additional troopers, but we better go there and defend. I think we've got them. Good work. Stop the militia. That's what militia are for. Nice. No issues, folks.
We won't waste time.
I'm gonna bring you back down over here. That ornithopter's still inspecting. I wouldn't mind purchasing another one. Let's get one more. Typically, I like to stick with one, but I'm actually guessing that the correct approach is to have two so that you can have eyes all over the damn place. But see, money is an issue. We're gonna have to raid a location, unfortunately. I really hate raiding.
We'll look for invaders there.
We'll hide
Gonna have to go to Hiram and raid. There's one way to avoid it, and that's if we get enough plascrete to start another building. But it doesn't look like that's about to happen. As Agrippa Adib, right? Indeed. One second, folks. One sec. There we go. Alright, time for a good old raid.
We must go now.
Sorry to the people that live here. We are supposed to be the good guys, but like I said, there's not really any good guys.
We'll move fast.
Also quickly take our new focus, and I'm going to put it on local dialectal studies. It actually reduces the authority we need to conquer a village. Not that we're going to need it for this village, because we're stealing from them, put simply. We're already taking that damage from... Look, a worm on the way! Worm on the way!
Yes, Leah.
Holy crap! Worm is on the way.
The invaders will fall.
You guys see the desert moving there? That is never a good sign. Alright, we have taken it. Again, no income, so we're gonna have to loot it, unfortunately. I think the worm went away, but we nearly had a unit lost there. That was creepy as hell. Yeah, the desert will, like, start kind of rippling and shaking, and that's when you know things are about to get real bad. Here we go, 327. And we almost have enough plascrete to get a new center here, a new building. It's gonna have to be this one right here, the maintenance center. But we need plascrete for that as well, so go figure.
A nice spot for an ambush.
We're about to get another agent. We can send him to the Chome facility, and hopefully he will make quite a bit of cash for us.
Arrakis is our home. We'll move fast.
We'll be back. Of course, the intel unlocks those agents. Here we go. Finally have a positive balance of Solari.
Liet?
And we have found another settlement, Mardud. Let's keep heading... Well, actually, we'll go towards the settlements with spice. We're going to have to go south this way so that we don't die in the desert. So I'm actually going to go take a look at that area there. Although, could tear down those ruins or study the local customs for some additional points. There's also some leftover spice over here with the ornithopter.
What do you need?
Let's send our second ornithopter there to pick up that spice. You don't say no to free spice, folks. Gonna get another skirmisher here. It's probably gonna put us in the red financially, but it is what it is. Yeah, I love that worm sign too, Scab. Just so creepy. And of course, like, I'm guessing as we get better and better at this game, we'll be better at detecting when that worm is popping up. But sometimes you just miss it. Trade request. The Harkonnens want to trade? How creepy is that? I'm actually going to accept because we need the plascrete. It's messed up, but we actually need the plascrete right now.
Agreed.
And what I'm trying to do is get an administrative building that's going to lower costs. So we'll go here to Adbat, and I believe it's going to be the maintenance center. There we go. That's the one I'm looking for. Developmental research. You know, I usually go heavy into logistics and influence when I'm playing as the Harkonnens. I'm kind of tempted to do the same here. But let's at least get basic survival training and the local dialectal studies. There's some leftover spice for us.
Always stay alert.
Probably get another administrative center as well. Or a maintenance center, excuse me. And that's just going to overall lower costs in our civilization here, if you want to call it a civilization. But Mardud is going to be the next place we attack. First, we need to vote on the Landsrad. I definitely want the spice exchange rate to increase, because we've got quite a bit. So that's what I'm going to do. Just try and increase the spice exchange rate there on the council. Hey, new covert. The Fremen have the home field advantage. Yep, exactly. You're absolutely right. And one thing that's really cool, look at that. We can see the spice everywhere. Since we have that home field advantage, we know exactly where the spice is. See, we have to take Almon as well. But let's go for Mardud first. First, just want to get that maintenance center down.
We must go.
That's
now.
good enough. Let's go.
They don't belong here.
For the Freeman!
We'll get them.
Yes.
We'll hunt them down.
Nice, we got the construction complete. You can already see the costs improving. But it's time to take another location here. Let's take control of the village. And I see it as liberating, because we are the original settlers of Arrakis here as the Freeman. So we're just helping these folks out by invading them. It is what it is. Don't look too deep into it. Just trust us. Plenty of plascrete to get another building at Oddbot, I believe. Nope. So what do we really need? Well, we have a lack of manpower, so let's put the recruitment office down. We also need the manpower, believe it or not, to harvest spice, because that's just as, if not more dangerous than being a soldier. Yeah, they cut through infantry fast. They do. But no ranged units so far that I can tell. It's pure pure melee. A plascrete factory would also go pretty well here. And let's get that ornithopter to do something with these ruins.
What do you need?
You check out those, and
Ready
you
for patrol.
check out
On
these.
our way.
Should get some militia here. Let's get some ranged militia, just in case they get attacked by raiders, things like that. Although the raiders are most likely to come from over here. We could actually try to attack and take that village. We've already raided them once.
Arrakis is
The
our
second
home.
time wouldn't be that big a deal. Let's go. You know what we need to start getting up again, folks, or more of? We need more water for sure. There's the developmental research. Now, I really want to go down the intelligence network path so that we have like a really strong spy network. Although this is mostly a Harkonnen path. This is the path for us, the Arrakis secrets, the structured warehouses. I'm at least going to get this because this allows us to get the processing plant, which greatly reduces costs. And then I'm going to go down the Dune Wanderers, which actually lowers our water upkeep. The Freemen, like I said, they know this territory, so they don't need as much water as a lot of the other factions, or at least they know where to get their water. Put it that way.
Yes.
Oh, we're going to have to send some agents there.
All
Fair enough.
clear.
In the meantime,
Received.
head over
All
here.
clear.
Head over there. That's the next spice production area, so we're going to have to go through Almon for sure.
Liet.
We'll look for invaders there.
If you can get stronger garrison forces, that's a good question.
We're listening.
By the way, there's another spice production area north of us.
Ready for patrol. What does Liet command?
Let's go for Hiram.
We must go now.
Gotta watch out for the worm. We know that there's a worm that likes to hang out in this area. Oh, you know what? I was wrong. They throw grenades. These skirmishers throw grenades. Just gonna pause for a bit. All prerequisites must be completed. 1,000 Solari if we research 2 developments in 8 days. Oh, man. We need that money.
Stay alert.
Oh, worm, you see that? You see the Earth is moving, but we just stopped the fight. We should be okay. As long as we're in the vicinity of the town, I think.
On the lookout.
Hiram shall be ours. Again, though, the maintenance center here is going to be extremely important. In fact, I might just go ahead and put a maintenance center here at Mardud. Let's also get them some militia. Oh boy, did not see that. We got a village under siege over here. At Ananim.
We must go
Let's
now.
put a stop to that.
The desert will surprise
It's going to take 2 units.
We'll hunt them down.
Wondering why we were losing money.
Always stay alert.
So we wanted Arrakis infiltration. There we go. Now we should be able to do some of these research projects. There we go.
The desert will surprise you.
Save our
The
towns.
trap is tightening.
I don't know if it's just the Freeman. I think all the factions can see the desert rippling like that. But you might be right that the Freeman are the only ones that can see it, like see a warning? I don't know.
The desert will surprise you. Yes.
We will help if we can.
Nice. Fire support.
We're ready to hunt the invaders. Their armor won't stop us.
Well done, folks.
We are listening.
Definitely want to build some militia here. Get some demolition militia for them as well.
Liet?
Definitely still need a maintenance facility, man. It's an expensive faction.
Liet?
We'll
let's
look
head
for
back over
invaders
here.
there.
So let's actually Sandud, and this is again another area with a spice production center. Only 3 defenders. That looks like an area that we can probably take.
We're going.
Let's go that way. Of course, we'll probably need more water with all these new areas we're unlocking here. Let's get some more water going. Wind trap, baby.
Yes? Arrakis is our home.
Oh no, what's
We
that?
must go now.
Something is sneaking on us. It's got to be the worm. Yep. You see that? Desert rippling? That is a nasty little worm there. That is so creepy, man.
We'll look for invaders
Let's hope he doesn't
there.
follow us. We're going north. And there we go. We have investigated the point of interest. Should give us a nice
Liet
upkeep
command.
there. I don't think the worm has followed us. I think we're good so far.
We'll move fast. I wait. Received.
Several spice fields to the north here. Odinot! Yeah, Alpha Centauri is amazing. It is. There's a lot of great
We'll look for
sci-fi games out
invaders
there. I think people, like, with Dune Spice Wars, people have had a lot of difficulty, like, figuring out what kind of strategy game it is, because it is a 4X, but it's also, like, real-time. It's a little different, I think, than a lot of games I've played. But so far, no ripples in the sand. We seem to be good. Blow them to kingdom come. The Freemen seem to be explosive specialists. Take it. So I have another developmental research here. I wanted to go for survival training and then local dialectical studies. This will actually lower the manpower need. This will lower water upkeep. Focus on spice for now. And there we go. The Shai-Alu Temple, 20% resource production. This is a building specifically for this faction. But what I want is that spice collector, and we need 425 plascrete for it. We've also found the Slich, so this is where most enemies will come out of to attack us. A little too expensive for us right now. Let's get the maintenance center down and just lower costs. Yeah, they're an interesting faction. Like, the one thing that gives them a huge benefit is their ability to see all of the spice fields on the planet. They also, and this is interesting, like, all of the other factions use, like, trucks and stuff to get spice, right? The Freemen have these things. They're like, it's like a harvesting tent. And the Freemen are, you know, they do a lot of, like, magic rituals. They believe in a lot of religious superstition, etc. So I'm guessing they're, and I could be totally wrong on this, but my suspicion is they're praying the spice out. They are praying the spice out right now. Alright, there's Ars Noon. We could take it. We could also just take it in an effort to get more gold. But we'll play it cool for now. Green King, hello, sir.
We're listening.
Definitely need some more plascrete production as well. In time. So far, though, I mean, we control quite a lot of territory. By the way, if you notice, our main base is a siege as well. This is what, like, bandits come out of and stuff, so we are kind of considered bandits. I mean, we are the natives of this planet, so makes sense. Nice. Administrative costs are still pretty terrible, though. That should have lowered Solari upkeep, but it really didn't. Yeah, I think we should just wait for the spice collector. I mean, we could raid that village just to have enough money to buy the spice collector. But I believe with the Ornithopter, we can actually grab the valuables here at the crash shuttle, and we'll still have enough money. I don't want to make too many enemies here as the Freemen, so that's what we're going to do.
How can I help?
Okay, it looks like the smugglers want to play with us. You say bandits, I say guerrillas. See, I think the smugglers are more the guerrilla faction, but you might be right. Actually, the smugglers could be more the bandits, and we could be more the guerrillas. That does make sense. Let me resolve that dilemma there.
Yes.
And I think that way we should be able to get the spice production facility down. Nope. Missing resources. 420. It's plascrete, not gold. Shame on me. Right, well, we do need some plascrete production. Perhaps we could put that down as well. We'll still have enough plascrete to purchase the spice factory. And, ooh. So we need to pillage 2 villages or sieges to be able to get that 1,000 gold. I don't think it's worth it.
As fast as I can.
I mean, we are not Harkonnens.
Received. Ready for patrol. We'll look there.
Can grab that leftover spice as well. Free spice. Our next research has to be something focused on the economy. As you can see here, we're just spending so much. Recruitment offices are the most expensive thing, just to keep that manpower high. Maybe we'll get rid of a recruitment office. Oh, Hiram needs buildings. What's wrong with me? Again, nothing here that really decreases our Solari maintenance cost. What we need are these processing plants. So we need to unlock rare elements. Get that spice.
All clear.
Like I said before, you never say no to free spice, folks. See, because of the industrial regulations of all things, our plascrete upkeep is quite expensive. Harkonnen, I would say so far. Like, in terms of pure combat units, I would say Harkonnens are stronger. Harkonnens have that, like, grenadier unit that fires from a distance. So far, these guys don't have that. Like, they have all up-close and personal combat units. Raid detected. Let's stop that before it gets underway. But clearly our people want to defend their homeland. I mean, there's no doubt about it. And I didn't even have any militia here. Let's get some demo militia and some ranged.
What does Liet command?
Just hope that the worm doesn't come here.
Yes.
Still no worm sighted. I'm gonna try to get that spice production facility. Still need 425. Oh boy, worm coming. You see that? You see that? The desert is shaking. No, no, no.
We'll look for invaders there.
Get away, get away.
We'll move fast.
And as long as we are near the city, I don't think the worm can get us. We just need to be close to the cities. Seems to be a safe place to be for now. Gotta get a defender here at Hiram as well.
Yes. Agreed. Ready for patrol. Received.
We'll grab all that nice spice as well. But really what I'm waiting for is an additional spice production facility. We'd have 2 going at once, which is just huge. I'm not sure you do get a bonus from killing enemy units. Like, from what I can see, I haven't seen it yet, but maybe it is unlocked with time. Like, I haven't seen any rank ups. Like, the units don't get ranked or anything. But again, number 1, the game is in early access, and number 2, I have not played a ton of it. Now, hold on a second. We needed something to produce a particular unit. Let me see, let me see. Well, there's the spice collector, but the maintenance center is what we wanted. Not the maintenance center, is it? The processing plant. So, rare elements. That's what we need to go for, but we are going to put down our next spice factory, which is a huge milestone. But I want to go for rare elements. There was another one as well, not just rare elements. Because I don't see rare elements here. Or special region. So maybe for us it requires a special region. Perhaps we can't even vote, or we can't even research rare elements. I mean, I'm looking here. Maybe I'm not seeing it. Paracompass, Spice Market, Advanced Engineering, Support Structures. Well, let's focus on... There's also a recycling vats building. Focus on Advanced Engineering.
Arrakis is our home.
That's interesting, though. Definitely changes the faction, because when you are Harkonnens, you get that building almost immediately, and you definitely get that research, because I've built that building many times before. So we might have to get our gold through raiding here. Who knows? I'm hoping that the spice market can bring in enough cash.
We'll look for invaders there.
We've got another agent here. So, of course, sending him over here to the Chome infiltration will give us additional income, but I believe it's actually closed down. We need to unlock Desert Shadows. Let's start doing some missions, though. Reduces enemy power, increases the supply drain. Let's focus on poisoning their reserves. And I think I'm going to focus on Arrakis infiltration here, so that we can do additional missions over here, unlock more, you know, desert secrets, things of that nature. Minus 50 unit recruitment costs. Hell yeah.
We will help if we can.
I think we should start heading down. Omon is right there. But maybe we should head up and take Ars Nun and Shima. They're much weaker. Let's do it.
We must go now.
Yeah, the sandworm always has the high ground. Even when it doesn't, right?
Taking position.
Even when it doesn't. Damn sandworm took my leg off. What do we got here?
We'll take them by surprise.
Here we go. Another fight. I'm watching for sandworms, of course. I don't believe we built guards either at our previous settlement, so we need to get to that. So far, so good. No sandwormies. Oh, wait a minute. I definitely feel a sandworm underneath my feet here. We're gonna try to move out of the way.
Taking position.
I think we're okay. I think so. And let's go ahead and take Ars Nun for our faction, of course. Again, as long as you're in the vicinity of a town, it seems you're okay. Seems you can't really be hurt. I'm gonna retrieve the flight records here of this crashed ornithopter, maybe from another faction, maybe from a faction that was on this world, you know, hundreds of millennia ago, for all we know. Now, of course, manpower is once again a bit of an issue. But what we need to do is focus on income. Minus 30% Solari upkeep is great. Although we do need to focus on that manpower. So I'm going to have to put down a recruitment office first. here at the new town of Arsnun. And let me also put some defenders down here. The thing is, like, even having militia, that's going to cost us money. As soon as those guys are built, they are going to cost a pretty penny for sure. I'm tempted to go to Chima just to raid for gold if it comes to that. And again, the Atreides want to communicate with us. Got nothing against the Atreides as long as they stay on their side of the planet.
Ready for patrol. On our way. Yes.
Let's get that leftover spice.
Agreed.
Never leave spice behind. I'm also going to raise the price just a little bit there. As you can see, our administrative costs are getting pretty bad. I think it's the grenades, yeah. The explosions, and even the footsteps, because I've noticed if you, like, run across the desert with a lot of troops, that can also attract the worms.
Ready for patrol.
So much spice, man.
On our way.
So we're actually paying a spice bribe to the Spacing Guild. Alright, there we go. The building is down, but you can see how expensive that building is. Immediately want to go for the maintenance center. What I really want to go for is the processing plant. But we need that special region or rare elements. That's so annoying. So let's at least get the maintenance center down. Pretty much just bureaucrats keeping the spice exchange rate high so that we can still pay off our debts, because if not for them, we would be completely bankrupt. Get that intel. Quite a bit of intel there.
As fast as I
And
can.
we'll go and investigate over here as well.
Yes.
Again, we're not in a state where we need to raid anyone yet, but if we need to raid anyone, I think Chima is looking pretty good. Oh boy! We found a faction. It's the Smugglers. Alright, let's take a look around your settlements here, if you don't mind.
On our way.
Look at the sort of units they have. Wreckers. Interesting little units. Very post-apocalyptic, but then again, I guess the world of Dune is pretty post-apocalyptic, right? Alright, let's head back. Let's see just how much the maintenance center helps.
The desert.
Maybe not that much at all, really. Spice silos. So this is plus 20% to spice production, and the temple, which we haven't built one yet, it's 20% to all resource production. So I'm actually going to put down a Shai Halud temple. This is, of course, where the Freemen worship.
The desert will surprise you.
Wait a minute. We got combat ongoing. You gotta be kidding me. We gotta get down to Ananim.
On the lookout. We'll wait there.
Going across the desert is pretty deadly, and we do have militia here, so I'm hoping the militia can deal with it. Stop these raiding scoundrels, boys. And girls. Actually, it's mostly girls in these armies.
We're going.
You know what? Might as well build another plascrete factory as well.
The desert will surprise you.
We won't waste time.
Come on. Need to hurry up, folks.
A nice spot for an ambush.
Liberation.
Yes, Liet.
Their armor won't stop us.
No one takes our settlements from us.
We'll take them by surprise.
Some pretty severe fighting in the city, but I believe we'll come out on top. Not feeling any better, though, about that, lack of income. Although we just made a huge boost, I think that's purely from spice sales. We could go for Tuo Wahad right there. I mean, it's right next to us, practically. And that's where the Sach is, and over time, we can actually attack and destroy that Sach. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Is it Sach? By the way, this is what we really need, some sort of economic building. Let me just see. No, nothing here adds cash, really.
What does Liet command?
Ananim is free. Make sure to get some militia here to defend it. And we definitely want to increase the spice exchange rate. Why wouldn't everybody vote for this? Unless you had no spice at all, I guess. Yeah, absolutely. You're always, like, going to defend new areas, etc. I like that.
We will help if we can.
It's a big if.
Home.
Wonder if we can find the territory where we're allowed to have that building. It might be this one? No, this is for ceremonial caves. Like, I'm trying to look for the location where we can build that income building. One that can actually make us a little bit of money. And we're actually going to investigate the remains there with an agent. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and take Tuo Wahad. Why not? They're that close to us, we might as well. Before the smugglers get to them. Oh, there we go, guys. That's the first time we've seen House Harkonnen. House Harkonnen is here.
What does Liet command?
We'll take them by surprise.
Well done, well done. So far, no worm. Maybe because of this, like, really rocky terrain, the worm can't get us? Possible. Welcome. Better with us than against us. +1 maximum assignable crew to the harvesters. Pretty good. Minus 30 water upkeep. I do like that as well. Oi, tudo bem, amigo? O que é que eu deixo? Tá bem, vou descer agora, amigo. Tchau, tchau. Guys, I'm just gonna go and grab my kind of in between lunch and dinner. What do you call that? I'll be back in like 5-6 minutes. Let me first. Yeah, I'm going to select diplomatic maneuvers because basically what we can do is we can assign our agents to certain factions, and we'll get Solari just through that. Basically, like payment for espionage. So in any case, guys, 5-min intermission. I shall return. Thank you so much for sticking by, and make sure to like, comment, all that fun stuff. I'll be back very soon. Coming. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Thank you for sticking around. Took a little longer than expected. Hey, Chung-Lin, sorry, man. I put intermission down here, but it did take a little longer than I thought it was going to take. No bullet. We're not going out right now. Well, let's get back to the game, guys. We are continuing as the Fremen. I can't wait to see how we do here. All right. So first things first. I want to get those ornithopters back in the game over here. And I really want to attack the siege, but I don't know what it's going to take. Like, look at how many guys are here. Now, another thing we can do here is we can form an alliance with the siege with for 100 relation level, so we can actually give them water. That is awesome, guys. We do need more water creation facilities. Let's actually get one right here. Also, some spice silos would be useful. No, we can't build one here. What about Adbat? I think most of our settlements have a water facility already. There we go. Get some wind traps. And I'm also going to make sure that this settlement has sufficient defenders. Although, again, we aren't making much money with this faction. Like before, we were making a bunch of money. Hey, Trev. Yeah, this is Dune. 4 different factions currently. I don't know if they plan to add any others, but the ones we're playing as right now are the Fremen. They're basically like the people that live in Arrakis. The main civilization of Arrakis, I suppose. Man, I didn't want to have to raid people, but I think we might have to. We might also try to just attack the siege there and see what we can do with it. We're also going to grab some valuables here. Just basically picking up valuables across the desert is one other way of making a nice income. We got to get this... I don't know why this ornithopter's not moving. Derp. Spacebar. By the way, I just realized this. I didn't see it before, but there's something called a thumper. We can place a thumper next to enemy military units to attract a sandworm. I did not know about that, okay? That is absolutely awesome. So the next time we have like a large group coming towards us, I might try to attract a sandworm here. Just make sure we are doing our focus, our diplomatic focus. Nice. Pretty soon, I think we are going to have to take another settlement and just raid them. Thank you so much, Gab. What do we got?
Yes.
Plascrete.
As fast as I
Okay,
can.
there. Oh, I really want to place the thumper.
On our way.
But he's got to stop for us to place the thumper. Hold on a second. If we get 2 spying operations, we can get 1,000 Solari. It's an easy way to make money. Now, see, there's a lot of other ways to make money in the game. So hold on a sec. Let's do this.
What do you need? Received.
You know what? They're going to attack another faction. We're not going to get involved in that.
On our way.
That could actually be quite helpful. And we'll get the nice
We will help
increased
if we
funds
can.
from attacking that area there. Now, again, I wish we had buildings that could lower the actual cost of everything, but we really don't. So maybe we'll focus on buildings that get us influence or intel. I want to put the spice silos over here, frankly. Oh, there we go.
Yes. We'll look there.
They're going for the siege. I'm going to try it. I don't know if it's going to work. Oh, it can only be placed close to your military units, so you have to, like, sacrifice a unit. That's pretty crazy. Over here at Tul Wahad, let's make sure to get some ranged militia folks, and let's go ahead and get the maintenance center. Again, that's supposed to lower costs a bit, although it hasn't been working too well. Yeah, you can pause the game, for sure. Although you can't fast forward, which I think is kind of annoying. At least I don't see. Maybe you can. No. You know, another way to attack that siege is to get the defensive building here, the missile launcher. And then we can attack that thing. I've never actually defeated one, so I'm not sure, like, what bonuses we get out of it. Smugglers have reached 5,000 hegemony. That's not good. Let's go ahead and add some crew here to this harvesting team. That's going to bring in a lot more spice. Spice duty, look at that. Nice. That beautiful spice.
All clear. We'll look there. What does Liet command?
Losing cash fast, folks.
Ready for patrol.
Processing plant, guys. We finally got the processing plant. So here on Anonym, so this is what we need for the processing plant. Rare elements. That's going to bring in a little bit of money. Maybe we can also build one here in Mardud. Let's see. That would really make things easier for us. Processing plant, guys. We're going to be making finally some Solaris. Enough to keep our civilization running, I believe. See what's going on here. I actually would rather grab the valuables off this thing.
I wait. Yes.
So let's do that.
On our way.
It's going to take a little longer to build those things, but again, once we get them up, man, that is going to be a huge bonus. A proper source of income here. And I might use my, yeah, manpower right there to add additional crew. In fact, we're going to add more crew. Look at that. Make sure we are running that spice, like, full time. Nice. Look at that, guys. Our Solari's already improving now. Spice sales as well as the new buildings. And we're going to resolve that and get some additional Solari. In fact, it's time that we start getting some additional units, especially if we want to take on those raiders. Look at that. Sure enough. Are we going to try to place this thumper? We might.
The invaders will fall.
Can't be used while in combat, although we might attract a worm either way here with all this noise. Not bad. So there might just not be a sandworm near here. Oh, no, nope, nope, nope. You see the desert when it does that? It's a bad sign. So we are getting away. We got away just in time, it seems like. Sandworm detected.
All clear.
All right, finally, guys. Solari is going up. This is perfect. So the Infiltrator is another unit we haven't used yet. Stealthy unit specializing in melee combat. We've also got the Kulon Caravan. Donkeys providing supplies to nearby units. That's pretty good for, like, crossing deserts. And the Fedakin. These are our elite units, the Fedakin. Look pretty tough to deal with. I'm going to get an Infiltrator here. And we're going to try to attack the siege. It might not work out, but I want to try it anyway. We also have to increase our military allowance, I believe. Go over here, make sure we're not being attacked anywhere. Everything looks okay. And actually, the building I wanted to build here, it's that... I'll show you guys. It's this thing. Missile battery. Put it down right there. So when we attack the siege, that should give us supporting fire. We already have spice here, so let's get some spice silos. Hold all that extra spice. And there we go. We'll resolve that little dilemma as well.
I wait. On our way.
Yeah, we're definitely going for the siege. The other thing we could do, though, is, like, make them our friends. And they seem like pretty good friends. Trading 10 water for 1 knowledge. We could form an alliance once we increase our relation level. What is our relation level? 0. That's not good. Let's see what happens if we trade water with them. Like, just out of curiosity.
What does Liet command?
We'll look for invaders there.
Where's the infiltrator?
Listen to the sound.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
Swift as the wind.
So very stealthy units, it seems like. Got another agent here. We're going to put him in the Chome. Make more money from our spice sales. Look at those.
We're one with the desert.
I'll say.
You make less noise than a mouse.
Liet?
Let's try and get some other buildings up as well. In the existing areas we have, I don't want to have to build additional space if I can help it. But it looks like we may have to. Put that there. I think we're okay on water. Now, this is not a spice location. You know what? Let's get a little bit of intel production going. And Hiram is far away from anything, so they're unlikely to target this area.
Arrakis is our home. We're listening.
Alright, guys, time to attack the Sach. I'm not expecting us to do well here. Nonetheless, let's try.
We'll get them.
Look at that. Oh my gosh. This is definitely going to get a worm to come up.
We're listening.
No, we need to back up. We need to back up and get some health or some additional troops. It was a nice try. And there's a worm coming. They're moving back as well. I like that our missiles are still going out there, though. And into the siege they go, where they are safe from the worm. We're going to keep trying to attack. Like, I wonder if we can weaken them. Let's get a warrior.
Yes.
So, yeah, they're down to 5. We can absolutely take those guys out. She meant Muad'Dib, I guess. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna put the Sha'alud Temple here. We like to stay close to our religion. As the Freeman. It's an important thing to us,
All
I'd say.
clear. Agreed.
And
Let's
a
get to
trade
business.
request. So they're actually offering us spice or plascrete. We don't actually have that much plascrete, so we're going to decline. But it's nice of them to offer. We'll also get another infiltrator unit, because I don't think this is going to be sufficient to take that siege out. But there we go. We are bringing some additional units to the fight. And I wonder what we get when we take this thing out. Like, what sort of bonus? Nice.
Yes. We'll look there.
We're actually spreading some Fremen propaganda there.
Received.
Pretty awesome, man.
We'll look
I'm going to move into this area. Looks a little bit like Portugal over there on a map.
Ready for patrol.
They're back to 8. Look at that. Wow. Okay. Well, I guess they go back to 8 fairly quickly. We're going to need additional troops for sure. Maybe also just additional military buildings.
We're here.
We're fine on manpower, but perhaps a military base. This increases power of our units in the region and other units. So Tua Wahad is going to be our sort of military home base.
What do you need? We make less noise than a mouse.
Once that's up, I'll try it again. With the missile battery, with that building, I'm hoping we can finally break through. Operation against you. Ooh, gear sabotage. Sneaky, sneaky fellows. And there we go, Harkonnen drones. Never like to see those, man. They just make me really uneasy.
I wait. All clear.
We're studying that research project. And actually, Almon is going to be the next place we attack. But I want to get rid of the siege first. In fact, if I could bring in another unit, I would. But we actually need to increase our command points, of all things. Yeah, that doesn't seem to add anything really either. Plascrete. I think we're going to have to get eventually another recruitment office, but the ceremonial caves increases unit power overall. Let's do that. It's another religious building, but a military-based religious building. And look at this. We've got Harkonnens moving with these guys. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what is going on here. But Harkonnens are with them.
We will help if we can.
Come on. Wow, guys. What a power move. Moving with the Raiders? Is this possible? It is. These bastards. I should have gotten additional militia units. We might still be okay, though. Let me just make sure I'm not dreaming. Yep, that is House Guard. The elite Harkonnen units. Or I should say, those are House Guard. Been in Europe a while, folks. So far, so good. Hey, we're beating them, I think. Well done, boys and girls. We did it. We defended. Unbelievable. Focus on the Landsrad. 3 Landsrad guards. Yes, please. We need as many units as possible. But I think we did a good job on defense. However, I will absolutely get additional militia units here. At Tua Wahad. What about that, eh? Yeah, you can ally other factions. There is a diplomatic aspect to the game, I believe. Definitely. Actually, there's another thing in ours room we could take a look at there. Oh, this Harkonnen drone is trying to get there before us. The bastard.
What do you need? All clear. Received.
Let's get over there with our Ornithopter. Resolve
Ready
that.
for patrol.
And actually, I'm going to go looking for those Harkonnens. Can you believe it, man? Our first fight. Well, our first fight against another faction, I should say. Put a temple here as well.
Arrakis is our home. Yes, Liet.
I think we can try again.
We'll hide our tracks.
Pretty risky, but
Yes, Liet.
I'm going for it.
We must go now. We'll look for invaders there.
Fight!
We'll get there one.
Oh man, they destroyed our ranged units so quickly. Come on! Come on! We might actually break through here, folks. Requires every able man, woman, and child, but I think we're on to the last enemy in the siege. Nice! Let's do it. We are going to pillage at 1.1 thousand. In fact, it might allow us to start building some stuff here at Siege Tabir. I think we're going to have enough to upgrade one of these buildings. Oh, we still need a little bit of plascrete. But additional training slots, definitely want to go for that. So, military building at our main base after we take this.
On the lookout.
And it looks like they are still going to keep refilling. So I guess this is just a place where bandits come to hang out, etc.
We're here.
Because we have pillaged it. Now we're going to head back to our city and try and regain our health. Pretty epic, man.
Yes. Listen to the sound.
Alright, let's see. We'll go to our main base here. That's what we want. We just need the plascrete for it. We're almost there. And look at what the recruitment center looks like in the image. It's so awesome. It, like, streamlines the process of getting armies going. There's a lot of really great buildings here, too. Like this one, the research center. But we're going to have to go for the recruitment center first. A recruitment center to train the most deadly of Fremen units.
The desert will surprise
Get him over here. I think Shani is next on the list. Although, actually, Rabavad is an even more ideal location. What's this? Damn! Extract the data. Okay, our agents are currently investigating something else, but there's a lot of data in there. Yo, look at that. The siege is full again. So, see, it's got to be better to work with these guys. They're never going to stop attacking from this location, basically. Let's go to Rabavad.
You will have it.
That's interesting, though. So there's no way to fully destroy the siege. Got to get another plascrete factory somewhere out here. Maybe at Larwaz or at Rabad, this new place. Here we go. There is actually plascrete here, but more importantly, there are rare elements which allow us to make actual Solari from this area.
We're listening.
Submit. We are the good guys. Technically.
We're going.
Rabavad will soon be ours. And now we have to focus on something else in terms of research, and we actually haven't done much in terms of studies of the local people or anything like that. I'm going to stick with Dune Wanderers, which will lower our need for water a bit. Already know what I want to go for, and it's the processing plant. Immediate income benefit there. And let's also go ahead and get some militia down here. Place is going to be fully stocked soon enough. I want the same for Tol Wahad. Damn it, we've got an attack on Arsnoon. I knew this would happen. We do have some defenders, as you could see, but I don't think we have enough. Getting there as quickly as I can. Actually going to leave one of these units behind. Dangerous place to walk over as well. We want to kind of stick inside on our territory, so let's stick right there. Yeah, I don't think our defenders can hold it. Come on.
The sand muffles our steps.
We have yet to lose a settlement, so that would be a first in a while. I'm going to try to get there in time. In the meantime, I'll focus on the rest of our settlements. In fact, our main city building should be about to be built so we can purchase additional military units. But see, these guys are already taking damage. Yep, we're going to stop by here for now.
We're one with the desert.
We will die in the desert. They say they're one with the desert. It's a lie. They will die if we try to walk through the desert there. So we might have to lose that town or just let them heal up a bit. And as for our second building, it's going to be a plasticrete factory. Spacing Guild bribe. Well, I'm glad we paid that off. Alright, come on. Hopefully we can get there in time. Do not go through the open desert.
We'll look for invaders there.
Definitely have to micromanage the movement, because otherwise you will lose all of your units. And we found another siege. Look at that. An additional siege location. Let's see what we've got here.
What does Liet command?
No, they're definitely going to retake the area. At least they didn't take our spice production facility down. That would have been a real tragedy. We're going to hang out here for a bit so that we don't die. And I'm definitely going to vote to lower the Solari upkeep costs here. You seem curious about my precious deposits. It's the Harkonnens. It's Baron Harkonnen himself. He wants to talk to us. Well, first things first, we can take these guys on head on, and we're going to retake that village. Of course, now our military upkeep must have been upgraded. Yep. So we can get a few more warriors, additional units, etc.
We won't waste time.
We don't see them. They must have taken a different path. See, this guy is getting eaten by the desert. Best of luck.
A nice spot for an
See, they died in the desert.
The desert will surprise you. The desert will surprise you.
That is weird. Can't seem to retake it. Oh, I see. The village cannot be targeted by an attack. It's been freed! How dare they? It's like they freed it from our evil troops, but we're the good guys, damn it! Alright, we'll have to come back when it can be attacked. Interesting.
Liet, we won't waste time.
Well, at least bring them back over here to Sandud. There we go. And the little bar underneath their health bar, that's like their resources, so they are refilling resources. But yep, sure enough, of all attacks, we've actually got a Harkonnen attack on the way. I'm hoping that our militia can handle it.
We're ready to hunt the invaders.
Yes, Liet.
Come on, militia. Get them. The skirmishers are actually helping a lot with their grenades. But can they do enough? Seems the answer is yes. Get away, you Harkonnen dogs. We've finished them off entirely.
We'll look for invaders.
Of course, now Sandworm is detected. Let's get out of the area. Oh no, she's following us. Sandworm is following us. Alright, let's just stay by the town. Nice and safe.
Yes.
We won't waste time.
Now we can attack Arsnoon.
Ready for patrol.
And another siege. So many of these all around. And we've got an unassigned agent. First of all, do some gear sabotage missions. And we're going to put this... Actually, we already have somebody on the Harkonnen infiltration. Let's send someone to Smuggler's Guild infiltration. A rebellion underway. Oh my gosh, they're rising up against our enlightened rule, guys.
Yes,
We got to get back. Unacceptable.
On the lookout. We must go now.
That's the first rebellion we've had to deal with. Good to see that there are rebellions in-game. Pretty awesome, man.
Where are Arrakis claws? On the lookout.
Unacceptable.
The invaders will fall.
We rule here.
What do you need? We'll take... Always stay alert.
I want to try to lure them out and see if I can maybe even get a worm to attack.
Their armor won't stop us.
Come on, give me a worm.
We'll move fast.
The desert will swallow them.
Be careful what you wish for, I guess. Yeah, be careful what you wish for.
Won't waste time. We'll hide our tracks.
The trap is tightening.
I will not give up. Oh! I was about to say, I fear no worm. And there they are. Although I think we stopped the rebellion, but goodbye, troops.
Yes. Always stay alert.
Kill the rebels. Wasn't that epic? My gosh. Somebody clip that.
On the lookout. They don't belong here. We're ready to hunt the invaders.
They're still not dead. Should be. There we go.
The desert
Aram
is
has
alive.
been liberated, back under our control. Wait, that doesn't make sense. We've done something to help the people here, I'm sure.
Liet, we will help if we can.
Alright.
We are listening.
Yes. We'll look for invaders there.
We're gonna have to go back up to Ars Noon. That was our original plan, at least.
We'll move fast.
The desert will surprise you. On the lookout. A nice spot for an ambush.
Again, gotta plan those movements properly. Get an infiltrator as well, and Landsrat Council votes are over. Fair enough.
We are listening. Yes, Liet.
We're not really low on anything, so I think just try and build our army up, essentially. And so far, I like the warriors in terms of all of their units. The warriors are like the most straightforward. The skirmishers are pretty cool with their ability to throw nades and all that stuff, but I just like a good old basic unit.
We're here.
Same with the infiltrators, they're pretty good. Let's bring some infiltrators in here.
The desert will surprise you.
Raid on the way. You gotta be kidding me. Well, alright.
We're
You
ready
two
to
are
hunt
going
the
south.
invaders. We're
Need an additional militia at Mardut. See, I keep on thinking like there's no point in getting militia for these provinces so close to the center of our area, but it absolutely is. Like, they still try to attack these areas, so I'm purchasing a bunch of militia there.
Arrakis is our home.
Nice.
We'll hide our
Let's
tracks.
go. We can stop them.
The invaders will fall. We're ready to hunt the invaders.
So what do you guys think of the Fremen so far? Let me know in the comments below. I'm liking the faction. I think it's an interesting one. Again, we haven't tried the Smugglers out, and we haven't tried the Atreides out yet. That's going to be next.
The trap is tightening. We'll take them by surprise.
What does Liet command? We'll hunt them down. Arrakis is our home.
We can do two things at once. Let's attack Ars Noon as well.
Water.
What do you need?
So far, so good.
The desert will surprise you. We'll look for invaders there. They don't belong here.
Finish them off.
We'll take them by surprise.
Oh yeah.
We're ready.
Let's hope it works. If not, we will fall back. But again, I'm trying to kind of do two tasks at once. We need to micromanage a bit more.
Always stay alert.
Stay away from our villages. Madrud remains under our control, and of course we're going to get some local militia immediately there. Hey, look at that.
Arrakis is our
I think we're taking Ars Noon back as well. However, we got sandworms. Sandworms on the way. Moving away from the sandworms.
The trap is tightening.
Liet.
And there we go. We shall liberate it.
Home.
Wonderful. Got all our original territory back. Now it's just up to us to keep on
How
attacking.
can I help?
And the smugglers really do want to work with us.
Let's get to business.
Let's see if we'll do a trade agreement. Hey, nice. It's going to bring in quite a bit of income here. And I think the first thing we actually need at Arsnoon, well, obviously some militia and a recruitment center. Missile battery would also work wonders, but for now we just need additional freemen to join the army. We are losing manpower. So see, now we can actually see all of the smugglers' territory. We could end up working with them to destroy the enemy threat. I'm kind of thinking that's going to be the correct approach here. Nothing more serious than the Harkonnens.
I wait. Agreed.
Still looking for them. We still have not found out where the Harkonnen base is.
Ready for patrol. On our way.
Oh my gosh, look at this, guys! How epic is that? Like, beautiful. So we have found the Harkonnen base here. One of their cities, I should say. But look at that, man. Oh my gosh, they're military. They're attacking the smugglers. Keep on looking. There's spice over here also, by the way. Make sure this area is well defended. Yeah, they've got defenders for sure. We can also get a missile battery for this area since we're so close to Harkonnen territory. I think a missile battery is kind of necessary.
We're listening.
Could be the next place we attack. I like our army like a bit more spread out like this. I think this is definitely the right approach. The one thing I'd like to figure out is how do we communicate with the sieges? Again, it's like if you ally with the sieges, you can kind of get them to work for you, or at least get them not to attack your territory. Nice. Manpower is back to normal. And let's make sure that water is good, too. I don't think... we won't have to build any water traps for a while after this. Hey, Anthony, and how you doing, man? We've been streaming for a good 2 hours here. I should have started the stream, I think, a little later. I'm starting to kind of detect when most people are on and when most people aren't. By the way, those recycling vats, +5 water, +50 hegemony, 25% max supply. We've got to get our hands on that building.
Liet?
We must go now.
Alright, the smugglers are not going to be a problem. I hope not. So we're going to send our army south and attack Alman there. Let me just take a look. These are the Harkonnen lands. They've already attacked us, so we know we can't trust them. But I'm thinking maybe attacking the area where they have a bunch of spice supply would hurt them badly. Problem is getting there. Actually, it's not that far.
We're listening.
You know what?
We'll hide our tracks. What does Liet command? Yes, Liet.
We're gonna try. Hurting the Harkonnens here would be huge, and also taking their spice production away would be huge. And I purposely built a missile battery here just because we're so damn close to their territory. I don't feel safe. 1.5k. That should mean there's a bunch of different things we could do. This one's also really good, the embassy. But I'm going to stick to the recycling vats. Again, extraordinarily valuable buildings that you can get for your base. Robert Roberts, good to see you, sir. Get our stats up and clear this sector of the galaxy. Yeah. We also have to show Anthony here at some point on the Discord. He hasn't seen Battle of Algiers. We've got to check that out with him. Dave wasn't on last night. I always like to try to bring Dave in for the movie viewings. Let's hang out here a bit first, and then we are going for a full-on attack on their base. Time to take the fight to the Harkonnens.
Taking position.
For vengeance! Maybe not the best reason to fight, but we need something. I hope that they don't get killed by the desert. We'll see. I'm not really sure, like, what the limit is for movement or anything like that, so we're about to find out. But if you look at that meter underneath the green one, that's the resource meter. Oh boy. Taking spice production from the Harkonnens. They are going to be pissed off. Look at all that spice being delivered. I say no. I say no to your spice, Harkonnens. Oh, here we go. It's definitely going to lure a worm, that's for sure. So we're going to have to spread our guys out a bit. It's all militia units right now. Well, Harkonnen militia units. Oh, worm! Worm alert in the north.
A nice spot for an ambush. On the lookout. Their armor won't stop us.
Look at that. They've got a lot of units outside of the village, man. We can actually liberate it. Go back to neutral control, but no, I am taking over. Although, I'm not sure we have enough to defend against this assault. It's a really valuable village, too. Come on! You can do it, friends! Stop these Harkonnens! These are the Royal Harkonnen House Guard. It's actually an elite unit of theirs. Yeah, they're not messing around. And we've got additional barbarian troops heading over here to Tol-Wahad. Yeah, pretty tough situation, but we are beating the Harkonnens, I think. Maybe not, maybe not. They still have one really strong unit here. If we finish this one off, we'll need to all attack this one. Come on. You can do it, boys. And Tol-Wahad has SAM sites, so the fact that they're attacking should be able to defend itself, but maybe not. Come on, boys and girls. We need this town. See, they really want to hold on to Sabna. Although this will be a severe blow to the Harkonnens. Okay, now we just need to hold it. Easier said than done. And actually, our mercenaries, or not our mercenaries, our militia, are doing pretty well against the enemy there. We'll come and assist just to be safe. But I think we may have won the battle for Sabna. Again, definitely going to piss them off. Oh boy, they're getting additional units here.
We will help if we can.
Dude, you gotta be kidding me. So that's interesting how the Harkonnens have the ability to drop units off. They're gonna drop them off right there for sure. I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here. This might be where the Thumper would work out to attract a sandworm. Wow. There we go, we're attracting a sandworm. Trying to attract the sandworm to eat them.
Fast. Yes, Liet.
They're chasing us, so hopefully the sandworm will go and eat that unit. How crazy is that, though? That thumper will continue thumping just to pull in a sandworm. But it might take the sandworm's attention away from other places. I wonder if that's the other use for it.
Liet.
He's just sitting there waiting. Interesting. Well, I am liking that Fremen faction. Very cool. We have yet to try the Smugglers, and we also have yet to try House Atreides. But I want to take a look at both at some point. If you guys want to help me out, always just like, comment, and subscribe. We also now have a thanks button. So basically, if you're on any of my videos and you want to throw $1 my way or $2 my way, you just hit thanks, and a little screen will pop up. It really simplifies the donation process. But I want to thank everybody for stopping in. I hope you guys enjoyed the Fremen. And if you want to see us continue this, just again, make sure to like and comment on the video. That really goes a long way. Well, thanks so much for stopping by. And what you can do is also in the video comments, let me know what faction you want to see us play next. Again, the only two that we haven't tried are House Atreides and the Smugglers. The Smugglers, like the current units we're using, they're almost like a guerrilla faction. The Smuggler units, I think, are going to be a little bit more like a, well, like a Smuggler faction, like a bandit faction, basically. Maybe some interesting, you know, I don't know, terror operations. We'll have to see. I've taken a look at them, but haven't really played them much. But I can't wait to jump in. Thanks again, folks. Take care, and I'll catch you on the next one. Don't forget to also share these videos on social media. Try to get other people to subscribe to the channel. We could really use your assistance.